I'm Lauren Kelly.
And I'm Chelsea Beers, and you are listening to...
It's ApPARENT. Because for some people, it's just not obvious.
A weekly podcast where we discuss and laugh about parenting, all the joys and sorrows, and all the special parts of us that died as individuals while drinking booze.
Cheers! Here we are.
Oh, wow. You came in hot.
Monday fun day.
Yeah, yep. Is it Monday? Oh, yes. What show am I on? Got it. Okay.
No, it's literally Monday.
Yes, it's Monday, and this comes out on Monday. So we
don't always record on the same day. This isn't a live show. If you guys haven't picked that up yet, if you haven't picked it up,
behind the scenes,
I'm going to tell you right now because at some point during the show, I'm sure Chelsea will talk about something that's off time budget,
and then you guys won't see the daggers that are being shot out of Lauren's pupils at me. So
this is literally why I drink.
I will fuck it up. Sometimes we have 30 minutes for me to fuck it up.
2018.
Yeah.
Starting this off with Moscow Mules without...
Mine's a dark and stormy because it's rum. Did you know that's the difference?
No.
Oh. Did I already fuck up because I made noise?
Yes. And you also just pounded the table. And not in a good way.
And I'll get the dog to bark.
So some things have changed this year, but clearly not Chelsea's behavior.
This is my vacation time. Like hanging out with my friend, having a drink, talking on a podcast. This is when I can just like let my hair out and take my bra off.
Yeah, but if we want to make something of ourselves, we can't.
Oh.
Well, you could take your bra off. I'm sure that would help, actually.
I don't know. I might short circuit your laptop. 2018. Yeah, I'm doing a dark and stormy. So I have rum, ginger beer, and lime juice. And you're doing the same exact thing, but with vodka.
So mine's a mule and yours is a Storms.
Oh, I'd much rather be a Storm than a mule.
I don't know. I'm hung pretty hefty.
Well, let's talk about that.
Hey, we should always look at the bright side is my point. And mules have only a few things, but one thing I do know is... the
bright side of life.
Big cocks.
Okay.
Which is ironic because we use Cock and Bull ginger beer.
Oh, wait.
See how
bring it around. That's full circle.
Mm-hmm. What's that called? A callback?
That is a callback.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Comedy genius.
So Lauren's a comedian now.
Legit.
It is 100% legit. I already forgot if I can talk about this or not. I can. So this week, Lauren will be on stage.
That's so awkward. Yes.
Yes. So January 19th, this upcoming Friday,
yes,
Lauren will be on stage again, sending the funny out to you guys in Benicia.
Yeah, and if you guys are local, you should come because, and you don't have to come on this Friday. You can go really any Friday because Chelsea has First Street Funnies. It's her show. That's the real secret to how I got in there. I know somebody who knows somebody.
Right. You don't have to be funny. You
just have to. Never mind. We'll talk about that.
Have a big cock.
Talk about that on another show. No, but if you're local, you should definitely come. It'll be a great night. Lots of fun. And
we'll put up the flyer on our It's a Parent page.
Sure. We can do that.
So check out the It's a Parent page on Facebook, guys. Friday, January 19th at 8 p.m. Actually, that's a killer show.
It is. Miles Weber's on there. We've talked about Miles numerous times. Sam Marcoux, who has been on our show before.
He was our very first guest.
He was our only guest.
Well, that's not true.
Actually, no, not true, because Joanna Folke was on.
Yeah, I remember her. So it's a really, really kick-ass show. So please, you guys, write that in your calendars and get down to First Street Cafe. Come up to the upstairs event space and get ready to drink some wine and laugh your ass off. I really appreciate that comedy just kind of takes you out of your own bullshit for 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like not enough people, take advantage of seeing live comedy, and it really does just kind of hit the reset button. It's a great date night, and it also just gives you a little bit of a vacation from your own shit.
Right.
So just
you can push the boundaries too. I think
because comics can say things that you're thinking, but you can't say in the general
Especially
public.
now. It's 2018. I mean,
Right.
you're not even allowed to talk about Cheetos. People think you're talking about the president.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
You're really screwed as to what you can talk about anymore.
Yeah. So, speaking of talking, so last week, Lauren actually gave a shout out to the boy's mom.
Yep.
Which was shocking for everyone that heard it. But you had an amazing experience with her where you guys were finally on the same page and you guys were, had the common good for the boys in the same realm. And you guys really, really got to a good place, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was really, really inspiring to hear, and it was really encouraging for me because for so long you guys have been
at odds, yeah.
Right, exactly. And so that was really, really good. Today I had the same exact I wouldn't say same exact. I had a very similar discussion with Chance's dad, and as some of you may know, we split up recently. It was
months ago.
6 or 7 months ago. It was the middle of last year. So it was about 7 months ago now that we've been split up, and we had to leave our house and, had to figure out the co-parenting thing, which neither one of us had we had no idea what that meant. And, we went to counseling to kind of figure out where we would be. And today we actually sat down, and it was the most encouraging conversation that him and I have had in a very long time. And he's agreed to give me money, and we agreed to not...
You mean child support?
Sure.
Finally.
And so we agreed to not, get the courts involved, had to talk to each other as adults. And it was to me, I really left there feeling encouraged. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, that seems to be something that you were hesitant a bit to bring up. Did you bring it up?
No, he did.
No kidding.
Which is even more exciting to me, and that's another reason I actually went there, and I didn't know what the topic of conversation would be. I didn't know why we would. It
was at a drop off.
Yeah, and I just didn't know what there was to discuss. Josh will always have an important part of me. Do you know, we're always going to be connected.
Right.
He's also given me the greatest gift that he could ever give me in my lifetime. And we created an amazing little human. So for that, I'm always grateful, and he'll always have a piece of my heart. But that being said, there have been times where we haven't trusted each other completely, or, we feel like the other one's betraying the other one.
Right.
And so the fact that him and I were able to sit down as human beings and adults and really say, you know what, let's kind of start 2018 on a trust level. Let's be each other's ally. If you have a weekend of shows where you have to travel to Seattle to do comedy, let me be the first one that you call instead of your parents, because I want to be there for you and Chance. And he really stepped up to the plate, and he made me feel encouraged. And I was like, this is what I want. I want you to be there for Chance, but that also means, that you're going to be there for me as well in this weird juxtaposition type situation. So anyway, it was just really encouraging. And I got to Lauren's house, and I was like, oh my God, check this out. Listen to what happened. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm just really, really happy.
You mean to our studio?
Yep.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
that. We're not even 9 minutes
in my home studio? Yeah. Okay. No, they've all seen the videos. They know that we do this right here in my house.
It's true.
I think that's great. So props to Josh. I mean, so far, 2018, the shows have become really giving props to people that weren't really on our radar as far as positive influence last year. So that's nice.
That's really true. And I feel like it's important to say that even though these people, may or may not have been looked at in a positive light through everybody in my life or in your life, the fact that we're open to allowing them to change that's the biggest part.
Right.
We need to let them figure it out, and we need to be open in our heart and in our minds and in our bodies to let them change and let them do it and not just write them off if they do something wrong. It's like, okay, you fucked up, you did something wrong, but I will give you a chance to remedy this, you know? And I feel like that's really, really important, is to let them change.
True, it's not something I'm good at.
Give them a chance.
It's not something I'm good at. I
my
understand.
son, but
right? No, I know. Well,
don't just
thank you. Then now I'm really sure. No, I can't.
Don't just hand over my son.
I think that it's something that some people are really graceful at. You are one of those people. You do give people the benefit of the doubt all the time. I have a tendency to, you wrong me once, I'll give you a shot. You wrong me twice, F you forever, and go rot in a cave somewhere.
Now, on the same page, let me tell you this, is that I am a person that can hold a grudge until the end, like the end of days. I can hold a grudge until the end of my life. But I don't know what it is lately that's been happening, but lately I don't, and I don't want to call it weakness, because some people see it as a fucking weakness, and I don't see it as that. I see it as just letting people figure it out and let people evolve and mature, and being there to support them through that. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what that is.
Okay, go.
That is the subtle art of not giving a fuck.
Oh,
is what that is.
That's a great book. Have you guys heard about that? I'm listening to it in my car.
I think you're correct. I think there's one thing, like, I will listen to, you know, the positiveness that I had with the boy's mom the other day. And it wasn't just with me. She was positive towards everyone, because the boys got to see camaraderie between their father and their mother for the first time in ever. And I don't know if they've ever seen that.
And the fact that they got to see not only their two parents getting along, but
her and I,
the three of you getting along in this weird three-way fashion. Awesome. That is so big.
Yeah, and they were shocked.
It probably blew their little teenage minds out of the tops of their skulls. They were probably like, what? They needed to recover from that.
I can tell you exactly what they were like. Cameron my younger seemed relieved, and my older was pissed off. Almost because...
Like he lost power?
Yeah, almost like, oh, shoot, it's not going to work anymore, kind of a thing.
Wow.
And, you know, that's good. Both of them are good. I think, in their own way, but that also goes to showcase how different of people that they are.
Right.
These young men are so special and so amazing, and they have become their own individual selves, and they have different feelings about every single circumstance. And as much as I know where their mother really is mentally, and that I will never let her into my heart the way I did in the beginning, because in the beginning, everybody... I was the one who said, you and Jen, I said this to my husband, you and Jen need to tie your stuff up so all of us can be together at the boys' graduation. And all of us can be together at their weddings. And we can all get along. And Danilo said, it's not going to happen.
Because they're never going to get married? Is that?
Oh. Maybe. I mean, maybe. Or graduate? I don't know. No.
I wanted to keep a little bit of enthusiasm.
I hope so. You know, but... that I'm happy at that, but I'm taking that, this is something that I'm working on, is I'm taking that for what it is. I'm not taking that and running with it, and I'm going to call her and have a lunch date, and her and I are going to sit and crochet things together. That is not where our relationship is going.
No one crochets anymore. Yeah.
My grandmother does.
Hi, Grandma. Don't crochet. I don't know. Is that weird?
Well, I don't know. You're going to have to get rid of half of your hats then. That's literally what people do when they make hats.
Okay, crochet me something and then I'll change my mind, Grandma. Thanks. Okay.
Actually, I think she knits. She knits, actually.
Okay, my mom
and then
knits.
they're different.
My mom knits my
leg
warmers.
So you're upset about crocheting but not knitting.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I'm lying. I'm trying to make a light of it. You're talking about something serious and I'm throwing in jokes. That's what I do.
But you can't just cut out. I mean, we're talking about cutting out people. You get cut out crocheting. That's like deciding you want to get rid of a wish weed because it's a weed.
What's a wish weed? A dandelion?
Yeah. It is.
Right. It's
some people see a weed.
No.
Some people see wishes. I see wishes.
Oh, now you're the optimistic one. Got it.
Well, what are you going to be right now?
When it comes to plant life, I see wishes.
Are you going to talk shit about roses and their little pricks, or what's your MO?
They're called thorns.
Pricks, thorns, tomatoes, whatever.
Okay, So you guys will never sit down and crochet or blow on wish weeds.
But
got it.
I do appreciate her for that one thing. And really, in reality, what she did in that was, and this may sound a little bit negative, was she pretty much said, I'm going to back you guys because I don't want to have to do it.
Oh, that's a little weird.
I mean, it's true. Why would she want to take on what we're dealing with?
Because she doesn't want to take on the
reality of what the situations are.
But I know, but on the last episode we talked about how you guys are always the punishers. And you guys are always the ones that
Danilo and I, yeah.
Right, because she has them for such a short time and they don't have any responsibilities and they don't have any repercussions at her house, blah, 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 blah. Is that what she's talking about when she's saying she doesn't want to take it on?
No.
She still wants to be the fun parent because she only has them for a short time?
Right, but she was the fun parent even when it was 50-50. It was never her.
Gotcha.
She had never done it.
Gotcha.
But she did admit it this time where she said, I only see them, I only see you guys for a couple of days and I don't make you do any chores and I do all the laundry and I do this and I do that because I don't want you to have to worry about it. I want to have fun with you. Mm-hmm. And that makes sense to me because she sees them 2 days a month. It doesn't make sense if you're really, truly trying to parent. So whether it's 2 days or half and half and half, she should be parenting. But she did back us in this circumstance, which to me is a huge step because it's a lot harder to counter child's behavior when you got someone else, especially another adult, constantly working against you. Mm-hmm. If she's backing us and allowing us to do it, great. They were with her this past week and they had the time of their lives, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. When they come back to reality. Mm-hmm. That's kind of just the way it goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope that you and Josh can find that actual co-parenting when it comes down to, well, Chance lied to me today and so he's grounded or whatever.
Right. And that's another thing is that because Chance is completely at a different stage than your kids are, and so, when I do drop Chance off or when we do, do the drop off kind of situation.
Exchange, yeah.
And I do say, please make sure that he still says please and thank you. We're working on, naming the different parts of our bodies and identifying what colors are. Please keep that up, and stuff. So we don't really have that many responsibilities when it comes to
he's not there yet, but you're communicating,
right? And so I feel like what we're doing is laying a really strong foundation. Okay, we're dropping him off. I'm not going to see him for 24 hours. Awesome. Here's he has napped for this amount of time. He has pooped today. He ate this for breakfast. This and this. By the way, he's been playing with his ears a lot, so try not to get any water in his ears if you guys take a bath. And this, we're communicating. You know what I mean? And so it really, really feels encouraging to I don't want to. And this is the other thing, is that I don't want to say that just because we had a really good conversation that everything is forgiven. I don't want to say that. You know what I mean? Because the scars run deep. I was hurt really, really bad. And it's going to take a while to get there. And I told him that today. And I said, but the fact that you and I are speaking and we're talking on a one-to-one kind of level, human to human, parent to parent, adult to adult, that to me is a step in the right direction. And I feel like if we keep this up, the trust is just going to get better and better and better. And you and I will be at an amazing place when we have to start discussing schools and we have to start discussing this. You and I will be at an incredible place.
That's great.
And the fact that we're doing this now is huge. And so I did. I thanked him. I gave him a huge hug. And it was a really, really encouraging morning. And I feel incredible about it.
I love that, especially since the weather sucks.
Yeah, it's raining like crazy. I am one who hears the rain and I get energized.
Oh God, I don't.
And a lot of people don't. A lot of people are like, nope, I'm staying in my pajamas. I'm not going to fucking shower. This, and this. I see the rain and I'm like, oh my God, we're going to get so much done today.
Why is that?
I have no idea. I'm weird. I don't make sense.
Well, I've heard a couple of people. I love the sound of rain and I also love the smell of rain.
Yeah, me too.
You know, but when the sun is not out, I get very sad.
Oh, are you sad right
now? Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of like that, I mean, I could sit down and, drink, I was going to say have hot cocoa, but that's It's not. It's a hot toddy or nothing at all.
Yes, hot toddies.
And, watch a movie.
Yeah.
But I'm not that kind of person. I will get up and I will do my things, but it won't be with as much enthusiasm as I have when the sun is out.
Yeah, and I'm exactly the opposite. It's
the
weird.
Yang to my yang.
Yeah. Like, I'll see a beautiful day and everyone's like, I can't wait to get outside. And I'm like, But a rainy day, it's so weird. I don't make any sense. A rainy day, I'm like, yes, I cannot wait. I'm not even wearing a coat today. It's terrible. It's kind of bad.
It is.
I don't care.
It's
Whatever.
very funny.
Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So that kind of segues into something that I realized the other day.
Oh.
So we were talking about punishments for the boys, right?
Yes.
And what'll work and what doesn't work. And
Yes.
I touched on earlier that the boys are very different people. So utilizing at this point in their age, 15, 16, the same punishment for both of them does not make sense. Example, you're in trouble, so you don't get to go out and hang out with your friends.
Right.
Well, that really only makes sense for one of them because one of them has friends and the other one really doesn't.
Gotcha.
So you have to find what works for each individual person. Mm-hmm. There is one of them, and I'll just let you guys all guess which one, doesn't respond to the whole you're grounded thing.
Uh-huh.
And not because he will break the rules and go, but because it doesn't really affect him. Like, he's kind of a homebody anyway. Mm-hmm. So I brought up the fact, and we've done this before, where he has to do something physical. He has to run.
Oh,
and
yeah. Okay.
we make him run to downtown and back. Mm-hmm. And the first time, Danilo, followed behind him to watch him go and, watched him actually do it.
Yeah.
And the perk of this is that he comes back with a completely different mindset. He comes back either knowing what he did wrong or at least feeling something about it. And he's also tired. So he's channeled something within himself.
I think that's a very productive thing to have him do, though.
I agree.
Anything physical stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like kids on the East Coast, they have to shovel snow and shit. And that's a physical activity. And I feel like physical stuff really, not only does it work your body out, but you're out there and you cannot help but think
about life and whatever, right?
Right. It's true.
So that's what I brought up. He's got this circumstance where he hasn't done anything. And I said, so what are you going to do? Well, he's not going to go out for the next couple of days. I said, that is not going to work for him.
Right.
Because
he's not going to learn anything.
Right. And if you want to spend time with him, because Danilo also does this thing where he lectures. We talked about that a few times on the show.
Right.
You can't lecture either because anybody can sit through a 90-minute conversation. Mm-hmm. That doesn't work for them either. So if he wants your time, you take him up to the high school and you make him run laps and you sit there and you watch him. Mm-hmm. And then it led me to think, oh man, it's raining, right? So how's he going to do it? And then I thought, well, Danilo's probably going to say, well, it's raining, so we'll do it tomorrow.
Hi.
And then I'm going to say, are you kidding me? It's rain. When we were camping and it was raining, they were outside all the time. Mm-hmm. Why can't he go do it?
Yeah.
Go outside. If our dog's got to go poop outside, he should be able to run outside.
Absolutely.
It is the rain. It's not acid rain.
But people in California flip the fuck out.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not kidding. They do. I had to drive 2.5 blocks this morning because I ran out of diapers because I'm winning at life and parenting. So I had to go to the store and get diapers immediately this morning. And I cannot tell you how many curse words I shot out at my fellow Benicians this morning because they see rain and it's like rain just eliminates and washes out any sort of driver's ed that you've ever had.
I think what it is that the roads get super slick here.
They start driving either so slow that it's ridiculous and dangerous, or they're just like, what water?
I know.
They'll blow all caution. There's no middle ground.
Yeah, there isn't.
It drives me crazy.
But don't you think that's probably because California is filled with people from all different places in the world, and some of which have grown up in the snow? So the people that are driving really fast probably grew up driving in snow, and the people who are driving really slow are either super old because I drive slow on a regular day, or
Asian.
It's
yeah. Can I not say that? No, is this explicit? I don't care.
You can say whatever you want, because I was about to say the same thing. No, or they just can't handle the rain because they're worried it's going to be slick, because the roads can be super slick. And that's what creates most of the accidents, is that you're right. There's no middle ground. Not everyone is following, the rules of the road.
Right. Yeah. It's just, it drives me crazy.
But if you can't run in the rain, then you are really not winning at life.
No, that's kind of true.
I mean, people run from the house to the car in the rain. If you can do that, you can.
But then they act like their skin's melting off, and I'm like, you're fine. No, it's water.
For me, it's my hair gets frizzy. It
always rains. You're just like a black girl. Don't get it wet. I don't care.
I know, but you're half black and white, so you have the middle ground.
You're white. Do you know that?
I know. I am.
White? So
but I have curly hair.
But you should be able to get your hair wet if you're white.
I can get it wet when I shower.
Oh, thank God.
And that's it.
I like that. That's your argument over.
When I shower,
and
that's it.
That's the end of the list.
I don't mind if I'm like on vacation. You know, like I wore my hair curly the whole time I was on my honeymoon, because you got the salty air and woo and it's fine.
Yeah,
but like on a regular day, I prefer to straighten it and then curl it.
What is that?
My husband prefers it straight.
That sounds exhausting to me.
Have you ever seen my hair straight? That's why it can't get moist.
Have you ever seen my hair straight?
No.
I don't know if you would know who I was. I look like Egyptian.
You should take a headshot like that. And I saw that too.
Actually, I have a friend of mine who's also mixed race, and she took half of her headshots straight hair.
I did that too.
And then she got it all wet again, crunched it all up, and then took curly hair.
I did that too, but then I never remembered which ones I sent out. So it's like,
who were they expecting?
Did I send the curly? Which one do I have to show up?
That's funny.
It's true. It was exhausting.
And that's another reason why for my next headshots, I don't think I want to color my gray out. Mm-mm. I think I want to keep my gray in for my next round of headshots, because they can always spray the gray out if they cast me, but I want them to know that it's there.
Yeah, but you have a really cool like gray hair streak. Like your streak is like perfect.
Thanks. Yeah. It's kind of like in Frozen when she gets that one. Have you seen Frozen?
Yeah,
I've
seen Frozen. I haven't seen any of the other Disney movies of Frozen.
You've definitely watched Moana, that's for sure.
Yeah, but that was fairly recently, and I do love it.
That's so good.
But before Moana,
can I please tell you this?
Frozen was my favorite.
I know. I loved Frozen. People hated on it, but I loved it.
I loved it because they got divorced.
It was okay.
It's real life.
There it is. Jesus Christ.
I like the real shit. So you're going to do a Disney movie.
My sister, for Christmas, bought Chance a Moana wig.
Does he love it?
He doesn't understand wigs yet, but I've definitely taken pictures with him trying to rip it off of his head. And it comes with a flower and everything. It's hilarious. So Chance has one aunt and one uncle, right? Because Josh has one brother and I have one sister. So he only has one aunt and one uncle. And they could not be more polar opposites. So Chance not only got a Moana wig from his aunt, but he also got the new Steph Curry's from his uncle. So he's getting he's going to be the most well-rounded human being. Right. Like he'll know all the basketball stats, but then still go to a drag show. You know what I mean? Like,
it's perfect. It's so perfect.
I know. It makes me so happy.
Which he probably would do anyway. So now he's just going to be outfitted and know what to do.
Right. Yes. He's just going to look the best. God, I have the coolest kid.
You really do. He really is.
I love it.
I'm excited because his hair is starting to grow out now. I'm so excited to see what his hair looks like.
Yes, I still have a blonde kid. Like it's definitely a little bit darker blonde than it was when he was born, but now his curls are coming in, and so I told Josh, please don't cut his hair like until we talk about it. Like I can't handle you giving him his first haircut, you know, like it has to be something that I'm there for. But I want him to have his hair grown out. I want to have it grown out. I want him to have a little fro. 100%.
Yeah, because it's curly. I mean, but it's not coarse curly.
Oh no, it's fine.
It's super
it's really
fine.
Curly. It's really, really soft and fine hair. And it's funny because actually when he gets a bath, his hair is super curly. And that's how you can tell how dirty my kid is his hair is straighter and straighter as the days go on. I'm like, oh, maybe I should give you a bath. Okay.
Because it just gets dirt in there?
No, it just gets straight. I don't know what it is.
Sleeping and stuff, probably.
Yeah, no idea. No clue. And he hates when I brush it. He hates it, like, because he wants to do it himself, but it's terrible.
Yeah, he's at that point where he wants to do everything himself.
Everything himself.
Because I tried to feed him the other day with a sandwich, and you could go up to him with a sandwich and go, bites.
Right.
And he takes a bite, but then he goes, and it's like,
and
okay, fine, hold it your damn self.
Yeah.
Then he's running around the whole house with a sandwich, and I'm so thankful I got a dog that won't eat out of the kid's hand. She'll follow him around, though, just in case he drops it.
Yeah, and my dad's dog is not that well behaved, because my dad's dog's like, oh, you're not looking? Yoink! I'm out of here. I fucking win.
It's smart. I don't have a smart dog. She's like, he'll drop it eventually.
You see?
Just wait.
You have a patient, well-behaved dog.
Somebody in this house has got to be patient and well-behaved and a dog. So she wins.
Check, check, check. Yay.
Good show.
Cheers.
See you next week.
Bye, guys. Hey, you can check us out individually on our websites, chelseabierce.com and lauren-kelly.com, to see all the super exciting things we're up to.
And make sure that you like, follow, and share. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter at It's Apparent Pod.
And if you wouldn't mind, please review us. We'd love that.
Yeah, make it count. We out.
Boom. Bye.